Remember those marriage vows that you made, that you took, for those of you who are married, and then those of you who are thinking about getting married. Yes, those marriage vows that you promised to keep for
Yes.
better or worse until or whatever, right? So those marriage vows. So how can you enjoy better and prepare for worse in marriage? That's the conversation today. So stay around, stay tuned, and go and tell someone that we are live and they could come in and join this conversation.
Good evening, Unique Couples community. We are Vito and Linda Patrick, and we want to welcome you to Unique Couples Sunday Night Live. Go
Yeah.
ahead and type in hashtag Live Squad. For those of you that'll be watching the replay, go ahead and type in replay. This evening, we're going to be talking on the topic marriage vow for better or worse. How to enjoy better and prepare for worse. If you haven't subscribed to the Unique Couples YouTube channel, you want to go ahead and subscribe to Unique Couples YouTube channel, and you want to turn on that notification bell
Yep.
so you can know every time we go live here at Unique Couples. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the Unique Couples YouTube channel.
Yeah, so we're talking about for better or for worse. And then sometimes, hi Dawn, thanks for joining us
Hello, Dawn.
live. So sometimes we think about all of the nice, juicy, beautiful, wonderful things in marriage, and we are stuck there, and we want our relationships to be there, and everyone wants to be happy in their marriage. And hey, that's you got in to be happy, right? And there's
Yes.
not a problem with that. But guess what? Worse does happen. And when worse happens, what are you going to do about it? Is your marriage going to dissolve because worse happened, or are you going to stick through it? And so we want to talk about for better, what the better looks like, and then maybe what the worse looks like, and what you can do about those situations. So, what is your for better? What is your for worse? And if
How
you,
to enjoy better and how to
yes,
prepare for worse.
yes, because it is your relationship and it doesn't stay the same, which is a good thing. And it could be a bad thing as well. Hi, Noble. Thanks for joining us. Yes. Okay. Put where you are joining us from. Go ahead and put that where you are joining us from um, as you watch today, and go and tell someone, come on live and
Yes.
join us for this conversation. Okay. So join us for the conversation. So, first, we're going to talk about um, we're going to talk about the for better. for better? How do you enjoy for better? What do you do to enjoy for better? And the first thing you need to do is enjoy engaging activities.
So, number one is enjoy engaging activities, and this is for better. So, enjoy engaging activities. You want to make sure you do things together, you enjoy them. Walk in the park, run together,
Mhm.
enjoy parasailing, kayaking, snorkeling, swimming. I
Ooh.
know some of you may not be in the Bahamas, but you can visit the Bahamas so you can
Yeah.
enjoy some of these things. Then hiking. Well, we don't have mountains in the Bahamas, but those of you who have mountains, you can go hiking. Snowboarding, exercise together, take bike rides. Those are some of
Some
the
boat rides
things
too.
you can do. Yeah, boat ride as well.
Yeah. So the activities, the whole point about the activities are if you and your spouse, if both of you are healthy, maximize, take advantage of the fact that you and your spouse are healthy. Because who knows, 5 years, the next day, 10 years, you don't know how long that health will last. So take advantage of your healthy moments and enjoy all of the activities that you possibly can. And definitely engage in your date nights or date days. Make it a thing for both of you where you get to connect.
And also dance lessons as well.
Yes, they can do that.
They can do
Yeah.
that. And then, like you mentioned, date nights. And that is very, very important. You want to make sure you have those date nights. So that's definitely something you and your spouse you want to do together. So do service together.
Mhm.
Find something you are passionate about and work on it together. Find ways to help others. So that is very important. So you want
Yes.
to do things together.
Yeah, because when you engage in these different activities, you find it allows you to connect and establish a bond. And then you have more to talk about as well, because you would have had that experience together. And then you can go ahead and share about your experiences, what happened with people and things are
Mhm.
all around you. And it can add another element into your relationship. So don't neglect the activities, the new activities, and even some of the old ones, repeating them if they work for you, repeat those as well. So we're ready for number 2, and we're talking
Yes.
about how to enjoy better.
Yes. So
Yes.
number two is enjoy stimulating talks. You want to enjoy these stimulating talks and conversation with your spouse. Who else would you enjoy them with?
Yeah.
You know?
So you want to enjoy those talks, the talks with your spouse. You can take time to speak daily, and it
Yes,
yeah.
you want to set aside some QT, some quality time, 10 minutes quality time to have pillow talk with your spouse. You
Mhm.
want to eat at least 2 meals together. Hang out with other positive
Mhm.
couples. Join a marriage community.
Yeah. So all of that would involve engaging in conversation. So you can talk to your spouse, definitely. When you have these conversations with other people, with other couples, you and your spouse will still have opportunity afterwards to talk to each other, even about your experiences and conversation that you had with these other couples. So this is adding even more element to what you two are doing. Hi, Deborah. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, Dan. How are you?
Yes. So that was number we on now?
That's number two.
Number 2. Okay, so we're enjoying marriages are healthy. We're having fun. We're still like on honeymoon stage. That's how it feels. We're having all sorts of fun and enjoying ourselves, and our marriage is beautiful and we're having fun. So hey, yes, let's enjoy the better.
Yeah.
Let's maximize. Let's take advantage of all that is happening in our relationship. That is good. That is better. Your spouse is healthy. You have healthy minds, bodies, and everything. Okay, so number 3.
Yes. Number three, enjoy interesting places
Mhm.
together. So you want to go to interesting places and you want to enjoy them together. So that is number three. So go to new places, get immersed in the cultures and connect with each other. So you want to go ahead and enjoy these interesting places together.
And you'll meet people there as well. So the people you connect with, the places you connect with, all should be a part of you connecting as a couple, should allow you as a couple to do better, to connect more, and to basically increase the health and the connection of you and your spouse in your relationship. Okay, so that is the preparing, not the preparing, that is the enjoying better in
Better.
your relationship. And one of the things that we do and we've encouraged couples to do, and they have had a wonderful experience, and that is joining us on our 21-day challenge, where we have built in some of these very things to help couples bond and connect, enjoy intimacy, enjoy connecting with their spouse, doing different activities, and being able to communicate. And that is our 21-day couples connection challenge. You want to do it in less than 21 days? You can. You get the prompts and you go ahead and do the activities so that you can get closer to your spouse. So if you're interested in that, you want to get closer to your spouse, whether you've been married 1 or 10 or 50 years, you can enjoy the challenge as well. So go ahead and join us on that challenge, and also connect with us in our How to Strengthen Your Marriage Facebook group, where we share resources and a whole lot more. So go ahead and join us in there. And it's also a marriage community where you'll be able to connect with other married couples and then have first access to all of our events and training. So go ahead and join us in the How to Strengthen Your Marriage Facebook group. So we're talking now about
Marriage vow for better or worse.
So
how to enjoy better and prepare for worse.
So we did
the how to enjoy better, and now we're going to talk about preparing for worse.
Yes.
How to prepare for worse.
No one absolutely wants this part to happen in their relationship. No one wants the worst. And what could the worst include?
So worst can include your spouse having a long-term illness, loss of job or business, sexual dysfunction, loss of a limb, sight or speech, mental health challenge, infidelity. So they are some of the things that can be some of the worst things that can happen in your marriage. And there are also others as well.
And it could also be death, a death of a loved one or a child or something like that. All of those things would be things that seem to just like knock your breath out and feel as if it just came to destroy your relationship, that you won't survive. But one of the things that we encourage and we tell our couples, and we tell couples we work with, and we definitely hit home and let the persons in our community know, as well as in our marriage club, know that, guess what? Hey, your relationship is the most important issue. So no matter what problems may come, your relationship should survive it. You should commit to allowing your relationship to survive it. We'll talk about that more. So how do you prepare for worse? You do it together.
Yes.
And we have 3 points on this as well. So
worst number one is set aside finances. You want to go ahead and start setting aside finances for when things come up.
And then sometimes it seems as if almost every problem has some finances related to it, right? Or finances will make it a little better sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. So this includes your emergency fund, and an emergency fund can be where you set aside a certain amount of months aside in case something happens, or if you just
the money for the months.
Yes, the money for the month. So whether it's 3 months, 6 months, you just need to start setting it aside piece by piece, bit by bit, and it will add up, and you'll be surprised to know that, hey, we have so many months save up, because emergencies do come up, things do happen. So you want to be prepared for that. That's very important. And then getting proper insurance for what matters most. And insurance, we look at insurance as, well, we are paying this every month and we're not getting nothing from it. But insurance is there to mitigate risk. So whether you're living in a tropical climate where there are hurricanes, you want to have insurance. And then there are all sorts of different types of insurance: automobile insurance, medical insurance, life insurance. You want to be prepared for when things happen. You don't know when it's going to happen, but you have to be prepared.
So you definitely want to protect your family. That is going to be very important, because things happen. You never know when, but they do. And you want to be kind of like prepared
Yes.
if it does happen. So
So number one was set
yeah.
aside finances. So number two, develop a network of support.
Yes, and this network of support can come from a variety of places, and you want to
Mhm.
build this network before you need it.
Yes.
Okay, so this could include professionals or paraprofessionals. Family members could be a part of this network as well. You need to know who you could count on for different things that happen in
Mhm.
your family. That may happen with you or your spouse. You know, friends can be a part of this network, church and civic groups, and you can extend it to even more. The point is, you want to make sure you have this network. If something happens, you have to leave your kids, or something happens and your spouse gets ill. There are just so many different things that you will have to work through and be and need people to support. You might just need someone to talk to. You might need
Yes.
someone to give you advice on something. You might need to know, hey, who do I go to next? Who can support me in this area? So having that network, that community of support, and having people around you who do care. And that's why you develop the relationships. That's why you develop the community. That's why you're going to be in the marriage club. That's why you're going to be in the marriage community, because you're going to get support, not just from one person. Don't make it a one person thing. Oh, I'll get support from my sister, and that's it. What if the problem is your sister? What if the emergency is your sister and you need support with that? So
Yes.
make sure that you build whatever it is, that you build healthy spaces, communities around you, so that when problems come, which they will, the worst will happen in your marriage, around your marriage, that you would have the support for it. Okay, so that was number
Two.
two.
Yes.
Okay, so we're talking about your marriage vows. We said for better or for worse, and we're talking about how to enjoy the better and prepare for the worst. Because the worst will happen, we can enjoy the better. And guess what? When you're experiencing the worst, it's a good thing that you would have had the better, because now you could reflect on and remember all of the wonderful things that you did enjoy with your spouse when the worst does happen. So we're at number
Three.
three. Number
Worst
three.
number three. Outline steps for different scenarios. So there will always be a different scenario, and you want to be prepared for it. So you
So
want to outline
yeah.
these steps, because you won't have a playbook in the front of you to tell you what to do with this particular situation. So discuss plans for different scenarios and outline
Mhm.
steps you will take as a couple or as individual basis based on what is needed.
Yes. And this is almost like, what would happen if, having those conversations. I know even like early in our marriage, we'd be like, okay, what would happen if we lost a child? What would happen if something happened? What
Yeah.
would happen if you lost your job? What would happen if, hey, you wake up one day and you can't see, or you lose a limb? And we would kind of like talk about these situations, about all of these different things that could possibly happen. You went in an accident and this happened. Like, what do we do? So outlining the steps and knowing that, okay, if this emergency happens, we'll work through that by doing ABCD. If this happens, we'll do ABCD.
Yes.
So it's like having an idea of how you will tackle the problem or the challenge or whatever comes, helps you to, so that when you actually in that situation, um, I mean, like, you can't really prepare because, in it, in terms of the
Mhm.
emotionally and stuff, but at least having some type of outline, some type of playbook, like you said, will help make it easier to navigate through. So one of the things too, like, what happens if, hey, you cheat on me? Like, what are we going to do? You expect me to stay with you if you cheat on me? Yeah. Well, I'm telling you from now that that is not going to be a thing. Like, I don't know if there's going to be a second chance after that. So, from the get go, that may not be a thing. Right. So, what happens if, your spouse can't, have a child, or your spouse is having a sexual dysfunction or a problem? Like, what do we do? Hey, guess what? Hey, there are other ways that we can enjoy ourselves in the bedroom. Let's try this. If this particular equipment isn't working, let's use another one. We have so much more we can do. So having those conversations will help you. So you have to talk. You have to have those conversations,
Mhm.
because it will help you navigate through all of the problems and difficulties and challenges when they come. When the worst comes, Don't let it suck the air out of you or
No.
knock the air out of you. Know that you can take tiny, tiny bits of breath and get through it, because you're going to get through it together.
Together. Yep.
Yeah, you'll get through it together. You
Yes.
can do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they were the three
Oh, and we have the bonus,
things
right?
as it relates
Yes.
to prepare for the worst. And yes, like Linda is saying, we have a bonus.
Yeah.
So we have a bonus for you. And the bonus is make your relationship the most important issue. Yes, your relationship is
Mm-hmm.
the most important issue. Be prepared as best as you can.
Yeah.
Remember, your relationship is the most important
Most
issue,
important.
outlasting any problem, challenge, obstacle, or difficulty.
You can get through it. You
Yes.
can do it no matter what the problem is, no matter what the obstacle is. You can get through it. Help is always available. I haven't said that in a long time. Help is always available, and we're here to help. So connect with us the quickest and easiest way. Check out the links in the description, but go ahead and join us in our How to Strengthen a Marriage Facebook group. You'll definitely get to connect with us, and we have our little Monday talks in there, sip and spill. Go ahead and connect with us and join the 21-day challenge. It will be something for just the two of you to enjoy as you grow, connect with each other on a daily basis with activities and insight and intentional loving tidbits, strips of love that you can both perform on each other, or that you can perform on your spouse as you get closer together. So go ahead, click the link and join us for the 21-day challenge, and we'll see you in the How to Strengthen Your Marriage Facebook group.
Yes, we had fun sharing with you today here on Unique Couples Sunday Night Live on the topic marriage vow, better or worse, how to enjoy better and prepare for worse.
So don't keep this to yourself. Go ahead and share to help. Thanks for joining us, all of you who did so live. Deborah and Dan, Dawn and Novlet, and all of you who joined us live. Go ahead now. I'm only saying I'm part of the stream, so sorry if you're here and I didn't mention you, but go ahead and share this, okay? Share this to help someone, because you never know the help that you can bring to not just a couple, but to a family, to a community, and definitely to a nation. Love you all.
Yes, here at Unique Couples, we are building stronger couples, healthier marriages, and
Happier
happier families.
families.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Have a great rest of the evening and have an awesome week. Bye.